Well, congratulations. Guess what, people? We're on the T as in Tango section. Well, you already know this company if you play Gone Home. Well, I would say my good morning and my usual phrase I've been saying since, my gosh, for a while now. But we're finally at T as in Tango, or welcome back to part 3 of Tacoma walkthrough. Okay, so I was reading something interesting about Fulbright, but if whoever's been keeping up with gaming news, I think you guys will be very much aware, but I think it's good for a refresher, and even I'm curious of what Fulbright companies going through. So I'm going to Wikipedia, because that's my go-to, kind of give me a good brief synopsis. It's not accurate. It's not, like, completely truthful. I mean, most media it's not, but it's kind of like my go-to info. It gets me a very brief overview and synopsis of what the company's been up to ever since their successful game, like Super Meat Boy. I did not know that Edmund and I'm going to look at the other comment because I want to make sure I'm actually getting this right. Because I respect the guy enough that I will use his name. So give me a sec on that. Hold on. Yeah, Edmund and Tommy. Yeah, I looked a little bit of their history, and I should have acknowledged it in Super Meat Boy, but I acknowledged it in the comment of the kind of actually a lot of comments I'm getting on that video. I'm actually impressed. Well, anyway, Edmund and Tommy, they're no longer working together. Team Meat, kind of like, I would say the organization is just completely different because I think Edmund left like years back, and Tommy, I think he stepped down, but I'm gonna have to look at the history so I can. But don't quote me on that, because I'll look it up again. But let's actually talk about Fulbright because we're playing their game. I was looking forward to coming back to Tacoma. It was kind of a small indie hit. It didn't sell like super well compared to Gone Home. Gone Home has my respect. I love going back to Gone Home. I know why I like going back to Gone Home. It's one of my favorite games for Fulbright. For the, well, I guess 2 games? But what about Open Roads? I'm looking at Open Roads real quick too. Oh, okay. It was published by Open Roads team, but it has the some, or pretty much majority of Fulbright. It has majority of Fulbright staff, and I'll explain why. So I didn't probably go over this probably my first video, so I'll do a refresher. So Fulbright is an American indie video game developer based in Portland, Oregon, best known for its 2013 title, Gone Home, which I freaking love that. Before forming Fulbright, Steve Gaynor, okay, wait, really? Steve Gaynor? Yeah, I guess it is. Jonathan, I am not gonna how to pronounce that. Norhagen, Carla Zamaja. So before all those 3 members, I guess they were the founding members that they did DLC for Bioshock 2 or Minerva's Den, which I heard that was pretty solid and pretty great too. So after that, after working with this team for a while, and after doing this for a while, looks like Norhagen left to found a new studio, Dim Bulb Games. Riveting. Clever on that title. Okay, so Fulbright's next game is, of course, Tacoma. That was released 4 years after Gone Home, the successful Gone Home, because, money. And as of 2023, last year, Gaynor is the sole employee of Fulbright. Let's find out what that's all about. My gosh. Okay, so after Tacoma, and I'm reading this from Wikipedia, so of course, there will probably be more details on maybe the main website for Fulbright, but I guess it's not going to be that detail or go into extension because Steve is the sole developer at Fulbright. What's up with that? That's kind of odd, isn't it? Well, we'll wait this quick. The company announced Open Roads at the Game Awards 2020. I remember. The game has been in development since at least 2019, when Fulbright had a staff of around 20 people. Interesting. So indie, definitely indie game or indie game developer. What we consider indie game developer is like 20 or less. Sometimes it can get to 100, but if you don't have like more than 1,000 plus, or just like thousands of developers at your same company, like AAA titles, like Naughty Dog, or CD Project Red, and the list goes on, then you're not AAA. If you have 20 people or less, you're indie. You're. I wouldn't say you're small time, but you're definitely indie developers, which I respect indie developers. But let's read on. In August 2021, Polygon reported that about 15 employees, including 2 women, had left the studio over the course of Open Road's development due to Ganor's behavior. Okay, particularly towards female employees, which included micromanagement. And to give you a brief definition, micromanagement is a management style characterized by such behaviors as excessive focus on observing and controlling subordinates and obsession with details. Wouldn't that describe pretty much a majority of companies at this moment? Companies really like to micromanage. Don't you think that? Am I getting a little bit mental? Alright, well, we better not go into that topic because, man, people would go into details about it. We'd be here all day. Okay, so along with micromanagement, belittling treatment, and other toxic behaviors, other former employees said that they did not witness. Okay, other former employees said that they did not witness a sexual harassment. Okay. By 2021, only 6 employees remained, and Open Roads was delayed indefinitely. Well, I'm sure Steve didn't have anything, didn't have anything to do with that. Seems. Anyway, Steve stepped down as the creative lead in March 2021. Having been informed beforehand of the move, planned Open Roads publisher Annapurna Interactive remained supportive of the Fulbright staff, when pretty much Steve was treating them like crap. While Steve apologized for his mistreatment of employees and said that stepping back from the development has given me space and perspective to see how my role needs to change and how I need to learn and improve as a part of the team, including working with expert management consultant and rethinking my relationship to the work at Fulbright. My interpretation is Steve got caught harassing and micromanaging and treating his employees like crap, and when he got caught, he gave this perfunctory response, even though he wanted to continue his behavior. If he's genuine, okay. If he's genuine, all right, cool. But if he's not genuine, no, he's a dick. Plain and simple. That is pretty much it. Then he's a dick, and then he got caught. If he's owning up to it, more power to him. If he's not owning up to it, and he's just gonna pretty much, he got caught, and then he's giving kind of like a half-ass answer, no, there's no excuse for that. You treat your employees like crap. What do you expect, bro? They're gonna move on to other things or leave you. So in May 2023, PC Gamer reported that all Fulbright staff, except Steve, had moved away from Fulbright because, they didn't buy his BS, and were developing Open Roads under a different development label, Open Roads Development. And you know what? Good on them. If there was a problem, and you could tell there's a problem, in the case of Steve, then go and start your own thing. Don't just kind of be around your toxic boss. If there's an opportunity to kind of do your own thing, or is there opportunity to just kind of get away from the stress in your life in terms of your boss in this case, then do it. Especially if there's another opportunity. If you have another job lined up, or if you have another opportunity lined up, then go ahead and do it. No toxic boss, especially if they're making you feel uncomfortable, or I'm not trying to give life advice. I'm just calling it like facts. Like, this is just like for your mental health. You can make whatever decision you are. You're an adult. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not your dad. I am not your dad. But yeah, if it's giving you a stressor, and in the case, I'm using this as a scenario because it makes sense. If your boss is kind of giving you just crap or just make you extremely uncomfortable, absolutely get out. Especially if there's another opportunity, or if you just have another opportunity lined up very fast, get out quick. Get out quick. I respect them for that. I respect the Fulbright team. Now, I guess now they're called the Open Roads team. And you know what? Good on them. Okay. And at this moment, so pretty much Steve is the sole developer at Fulbright. So what's the lesson in this? Don't be a dick to your employees. That's pretty much the lesson in this. Okay. This is going to make me look at the game a different way just because... So, how long was he toxic? Did it just... Was he a nice guy at the beginning? And then he started being just kind of like really, really mean just throughout the years? Or was it always there from since Gone Home? Because now I feel bad. I kind of feel bad because I didn't understand the behind the scenes. But of course, I don't know everything that transpired in that office. Only the people from the Open Roads team could tell us what he's really like. If there's some behind the scenes. If there are, maybe like in between streaming, just when I come back to this game, I'll probably watch some like or behind the scenes of what it was like to work with Steve. Yeah, only the Open Roads team can answer that, and I think that's more than fair. I think we can give them respect to actually look up those footage to see what Steve was really like. If he was actually like that, oh yeah, screw him. But if he's not actually like that, he just gradually became to that, still screw him. Anyway. I'm not saying that don't give the guy a benefit of the doubt, but if he actually did it and he didn't apologize for it, no, okay, no, there's no excuse for that. Oh, 4K, oh yeah, 4K rendering, absolutely, sweet. I didn't know there was going to be 4K in this one. Kind of surprised. Alright. So wait, is there a PS5 upgrade to this? I doubt it. I'll have to look. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have subtitles for non-native language only, because I really absolutely want to. Okay. So, sorry if I kind of went on in like a rant, and I know that took like 12 minutes, and I did not mean to do that, but I wanted to at least kind of see what Fulbright was doing, because A, I was curious, and this game is kind of their baby, and I wanted to know what was going on with them. Did not know that was all going on. But, I mean, we were aware of that since crunch time was a big deal. Oh. Alright, the bugs is not the greatest in this one. That's okay. I think this is locked. Right. I just like that there's a graphics option. And 4K. I also appreciate that too. I mean, it's not going to be 60 FPS, but I don't think that really matters. Okay, we already did that. I know what my one complaint with this game was. It was buggy. It crashed like no one's business. And I had to restart it a few times. Ah, the Tacoma Dome. Nice. But that's such a minor thing compared to what we got. Oh, hold on. What's this? I mean, the writing is absolutely great. Oh. Commercials in space. My gosh, advertisement is everywhere. From streaming to everywhere. Well, congratulations on them just being married. Okay, now entering biomedical module. Yeah, I mean, the bugs were ridiculous in this game, but the writing, the characters, especially the characters, the writing, the characters, I emphasize in that, to the graphics, that what we get, even though they're just kind of like holographic projections of the characters, you really feel in touch with them. Alright, let's go ahead and explore some more. Plus, the kind of story... Oh yeah, the storytelling's pretty pitch perfect. I like the storytelling. it might not to be like when you compare it to Gone Home to Tacoma. Absolutely, Gone Home slaps so hard with its story. It's a fantastic story that I would say go in blind. Watch going to Gone Home. Go blind, not blind. Actually, go on a blind playthrough to be specific to play Gone Home. You'll thank me later. Gone Home is fantastic. The reviews are solid and respectable, and Gone Home earned all the praise it did. Tacoma, now I can see why people didn't like it as much, because you're in space with, yeah, this crew feels like family, but Gone Home just had that personal, intimate, like, between two girls, because, you know, they were lesbians. But it's just the fact that their relationship was just so organic, believable, and really just painstakingly heartfelt. I can't wait to go back to that game, because it's just too well done. I have no complaints with it. Okay. Yeah, right. Bonnie and medical. I Wait, this was captured 2 days ago. I think I already been through here. Okay, personal quarters. Hmm? Ah, might as well play it.
Hey, Sarah. I'll see you over in Mech. As soon as everything's wrapped up here.
All right. Good speed. Once more into the breach. What?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about how Evie and Clive are already in deep freeze. Did you read the message they sent?
Yeah. Why are we going in?
Okay, yeah, I've seen this one. I think I did everything in medical as much as I can. Right, this is Sarah Hashmida. Hashmida? I think it was something with guitar. Right, 3 months ago. That's why I also appreciate it with their storytelling. It's not just like 3 days or all that. Huh? It's not just 3 days. We actually get to see like almost their entire tenure of when they were in space. So it's not just like 3 days. It's 3 months. Sometimes even maybe more than 3 months. You really get a sense of the crew, and that's what I enjoy about Dakota's crew. And they're unforgettable in the best way. Okay, I went through here, and I went through there. Right, this is Andrew's room. I think I've been here before. Yep, 6 months ago. Can't deny the view. Thank you, Ellie, with that quotable line. Yeah, that was 6 months ago. Alright, let's exit. If it comes to it, we can always come back here. Hmm. Oh, okay, I thought I could remove it. Alright, let's read this. Wait. I think it's trying to download all the data. It's just gonna take a while. Alright, well that's fine. We'll come back to it. What's the controls for this? I mean, it's very simplistic controls, so I can definitely figure this out. Left-handed mode? No. Commentary mode. Ah, interesting. So, wait, will we hear the entire crew of Fulbright at the time? Or will we just hear Steve's opinion about it? That's kind of interesting. Oh, can't go up. Okay, local AI data process is in progress. Okay. So I guess I can't get it done until it's done. I'm gonna be in here for a while. Okay, so a random Odin fact for you while you work. Odin was the very first AI to be branched from the original source, over 100 years ago. He's an old guy. Well, I mean, he's based on Norse mythology, so I guess he would be ancient. Okay, this is H, by the way. Hi. I hope you can read this. Okay, your role handler is back from the bathroom now. Bye! Okay, first part of the AI net is fully transferred. Our techs here are remotely looking at it, or are looking at it remotely. It's intact. Alright, the AR data you're encountering is coming through to us as well. It'll leave a recovery signature, but that's okay. It's gonna take a while for the first part of the AI net to go up. This is no simple file transfer. Okay, we continue secure messages through the interface, but it's a one-way connection. We'll be monitoring the situation from here. It's good to know. I think I looked at all the dialogues in this one. We already went through here. We know that this lesbian couple makes out. And we already went through here. The doctor's out. Well, they're all dead, so we already established that. Did we capture this one? I don't think so.
No harm. If we do make it out of this thing, Nat's going to have to find out I didn't tell her everything at some point.
I believe that is a bridge to be crossed at a later date. Andrew...
Wait a minute. Let me rewind that. Let's take a look. What does she mean by that? Non-crew member profile detected. Or bioscan not available. Huh. Replaying. Oh, she has something important. Actually, this is new. Let's recover the AR desktop. See if we can actually capture that.
Oh, Odin. Did I do the right thing?
In what regard?
Does Nat deserve to know what her Oh, Odin.
Okay, recoverable data. Oh, okay. Let's read this. To all crew, Tacoma's remaining. So everyone felt awake on the Tacoma station. I added a tracking widget to all crew desktop. It'll display, it displays a pretty accurate estimate of how much breathable air, right, because the meteor, or maybe it was a meteor or a crater. I have to watch that first part that I did a while ago. That is pretty much orbiting near their shuttle, and it's going to pretty much, it did some structural damage on their spaceship, and then they're going to pretty much suffocate to death. I remember that much. Yeah, that kind of is the ground point, or that's the synopsis of the game. They're dying. They're all dying, and there's nothing they can do. Okay, so how much breathable air remains on the station following the algae bloom and the Evie and Clive going into cryo? That counter should give you a pretty good, and it's kind of center out. Keep an eye on it, and it looks like redacted, or maybe it's some glitch. Huh. Okay, message with Natalie Kurisenko. Hey ladies, your scans look good. You're clear for cryo. If God forbid, redacted, into the pods, attaching same standard instruction I sent along to Evie and Clive. Cryogenic sleep. I think it actually exists in reality. A patient's guide, pretty much a virtuous medical contractor's manual. In the case of a medical emergency, when surgical or other required medical facilities, redacted, temporary cryogenic suspension until you get transported for treatment. Here is a quick look at redacted. Preparation. Medical staff will scan you and determine the appropriate level of regimen of fluids to be administered by intravenous. Intravenous? Intravenous? Okay. Dosage of diuretics and laxatives. Oh my gosh. And given time for your body to react to them before. Redacted. Medical staff will guide you as you enter the cryogenic device. If the cryogenic facilities at your location are in microgravity, medical staff will have special training to... I don't know how to pronounce that. Emilia? I'm not sure myself. Interesting. Let's rate this. Failed. Corrupted. Also corrupted. Interesting. Let's let it play.
Oh, Odin. Did I do the right thing?
In what regard?
Does Nat deserve to know what her odds are if she ends up going into cryo?
I believe that you have made a decision with both Roberta and Natalie's best interests at heart.
Above all, do no harm. If we do make it out of this thing, Nat's going to have to find out I didn't tell her everything at some point.
What's everything? What's this? Mario Kart. Oh, I guess I'll put it back. It's a pen that I can't use for medical staff only. Well, I'm sure she's gonna put it in as soon as I roll the clip.
I believe that is a bridge to be crossed at a later date. Andrew is here for his exam.
Oh. Send him in. So you showed up for your exam.
I did.
So does that mean you've decided to...
What's gonna happen to us, Sarah?
What? Well, Bert and Nat are going to fix up the drone with life support, and then we're...
No. I mean... What if things don't work out? And we're still stuck in cryo?
Oh. Well, when you go into stabilizing sleep, it feels just like any other sleep, really. The body effectively goes into a controlled hypothermic coma.
Do you dream?
Sometimes. Sometimes very intense dreams.
And then what?
After a certain amount of time, your body slows down too much, things start shutting down, you don't wake back up.
It doesn't hurt.
No.
Do you think Bert and Nat can get it done?
I do.
Then I'll just have to trust your professional opinion and do my part. It's been good working with you, Doc. I'm ready for my exam.
Wonder what that was about. Huh. Like I said, pretty top tier voice acting. I don't really know any of these people. If I look it up in TV tropes or actually look up these people, there are probably a lot of unknowns. Or just new blood. And you know what? Sometimes, in terms of voice acting, or just acting in general, sometimes you just gotta... Ah, right. She's a medical doctor, so that makes sense. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta go with a cast of unknowns, and sometimes a cast of unknowns will give it their all. I mean, it's not... I'm not saying that celebrities won't give it their own, but there's kind of a personal... It's so personal when it's like just someone... This is their first time acting in the role. You know what I mean? If that doesn't make sense, I'll go into detail about it one day, but for now, let's just play the game. Ah, right. Oh, they heard him. That's funny. That's actually funny.
Good speed.
And I think I already tried doing that, and we have a lot of failed. No, we did that, and we had a lot of failed. It was restoring and all of that, but it failed. And I feel like we would get more context, but we didn't get more context. Okay, it's gotta be done by now. Because I know we were downloading pretty much data. 40%? Really? I feel like we should be done. Well, that's fine. I mean, the story and the characters are engaging, so I can deal. Alright, food supply. Huh, chicken. Looks like an apple. Looks like a cow. And another cow. Well, at least it's not like cow dung or something. At least it looks like legit food. Activating workstation. This is a fancy iPad, if I could say myself. Right, he's a botanist. Even though it might not seem like anything interesting is going on, I do not mind this. As long as, if the storytelling is fantastic... Oh, hello. Seems important. I don't think I actually seen this one. I tried. What?
All right. What do you say, folks? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're on board.
I'm in.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. Well, we non-essential personnel need to figure out how to do everything we can to set this mission up for success, then get the hell out of your way as quickly as possible. Time is oxygen, people. Great.
Hold on. Let's read this. Oh, it's restored. Okay. Let's see. Standard practice is... Okay, standard practice is don't use cryo for any longer than absolutely necessary. That's not what I asked. Okay. Well, she didn't like that. Right, sorry. 72 hours without serious risk of brain damage? Past that, you're really pushing it. How much oxygen? I mean, hardly any at all. Wait, where are you going with this? Okay. See subject. I'm in botany already. Get here. Okay. Restoring. Uh-huh. But Bert says she could do her part in the time we have if she doesn't sleep, and I'll need to write up a serious layer of, okay, interpreter code for us to pilot from the inside, but redacted, it's gonna be tight, And if you need more than 40 hours to work with, every little bit would help. Okay, hold on. Checking something. We're storing that data too. But what if we were... Okay, what if we weren't sending it down to get supplies? What if we were sending it ourselves down? In the delivery drone? Yeah, with some modification. The bigger issue would be its lack of life support. Projected salvage from around Sohoma, we could rig up oxygen, pressure, climate, drone down to Luna, and get home from there. If we're not confident in making VT make it up here before... Well, that's a fact. If we're not confident in VT making it up here before OT runs out, and we can't call for a pickup, getting down to Luna is our only real hope. Okay, sit tight. Good idea. Thanks, Bert. I think this is the same thing. Yeah. Alright, let's let it play again.
I can't believe everybody went along with this.
I'll head downstairs and
I
get
didn't
started
expect
on.
you to either.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Now we actually have to build this thing.
Andrew.
Clive, you wanna talk?
Sure, Evie.
Are you okay?
Evie! Hey, Evie. Hey, I know you're all like gung-ho to help us out and everything, but I did the math. If we could get this done in like 48 hours, not 72.
Could the rest of us wait longer to go in?
Exactly.
Listen, ladies, I get it. You're trying to do right by us, but every minute we wait to go in is a minute you don't have to get this thing flying. And knowing what we know about VT, we've got to give you every chance we can to succeed.
So there's no way we can convince you?
We made a plan. Now we just need to hold up our end of the bargain.
Then I guess we should stop wasting time and get to work.
This is gonna be good, Evie. You just wait. Ride of your life.
In more ways than one.
I didn't think things would end like this. Did you?
What do you mean, end?
Come on, Clive.
What?
You really think they can turn that thing into a passenger vehicle in 2 days? We might as well hold our breath and just try dog paddling over there.
But...
Listen, it's okay. We know it's not safe working up here. We just don't think about it a lot, but here we are. And we knew it all along.
But VT could...
VT's not fucking coming, Clive!
Oh!
VT's not fucking coming.
Okay!
Sending a crew up here at the drop of a hat just to check on things is worth it to them? Dollars and cents, Clive. You know what one of those fuckers said to me one time?
Uh-oh.
If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Them
Oh!
sending a crew up in time, it just doesn't make sense.
So you're just giving up then?
No. We're doing what we said we'd do.
And that's what I mean about the voice acting pretty... I mean, yeah. Even I was surprised when she dropped the F-bomb, but it just makes sense. It's so human, so raw, that her performance, she's kind of one of the highlights, along with everybody else. I mean, there's not a weak link for anybody in this cast. For a cast of pretty much new blood, my gosh, everyone just delivers. I'm saying. And she ain't wrong. I mean, if a company sent you up to some kind of like high profile mission like this, are they... And I love what she said. If one of those company men said, if it doesn't make sense, it's not worth the dollar. That's such a quotable line. Anyway, let me continue this.
Bert and Nat, they are our only shot and we have got to take it. But I can also be realistic that...
Evie. I don't want to be realistic with you.
Uh-oh. Oh. They're, I feel like this is a private, intimate... I didn't know they were like that.
Well, time to go make final preparations then.
But not too finally. You know, I'm picturing it. The day we'll be walking together,
like this. The gravity, it won't be artificial. I mean, isn't it strange? We've never felt the Earth's pull together. One day.
One day.
One day. Oh, and they died!
Oh, Evie. Do you think you could get everyone to medical? I want to make sure they've got the best shot at waking back up once they do go in.
All right. How about this? Let's give folks a little time to regroup. But why don't Clive and I follow you over there right now and get ours done? No time like the present.
Lead the way.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. They set Evie to be kind of like that leadership team that... How do I describe it? They set her up to be just only leadership, and just strictly leadership. Like, you just don't think of her outside of leadership. But that one moment, that one vulnerability, just changed everything you know about her. Because I'm getting tongue-tied and kind of stuttering a little bit, but... if you watch my first video, you see her as kind of like determined, no nonsense, straight to the point, an actual natural leader. And I respect that. But she is in an impossible situation, and they're expected to kind of like solve it within 72 hours, and they were losing oxygen by the hour. It's a very dark and kind of realistic depiction of how screwed you are. But that one vulnerability, that one scene, and just her just kind of like doubling down, like, you know what? I accepted my fate. I don't like this, but I kind of have to accept it because I know my company does not give a crap about me. It just, my gosh, it was some strong writing that we got just for her and Clive. And yeah, even Clive was given some pretty solid lines too. I'm not disappointed with the cast. What a strong start for the T section, am I right? I know the rewind might be annoying to you, but I just like perspectives in this. Okay, so let's fast forward this, and... Okay, let's see how pretty much the couple is doing.
Really went along with this.
I know. I didn't expect them to either.
Oh my god. So now we actually have to build this thing.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Hold on, I need to ask Evie something.
Okay?
Evie! Hey, Evie. Hey, I know you're all like gung-ho to help us out and everything, but I did the math. If we could get this done in like 48 hours, not 72...
Could the rest of us wait longer to go in?
Exactly.
Listen, ladies, I get it. You're trying to do right by us, but every minute we wait to go in is a minute you don't have to get this thing flying. And knowing what we know about VT, we've got to give you every chance we can to succeed.
So there's no way we can convince you?
We made a plan. Now we just need to hold up our end of the bargain.
Then I guess we should stop wasting time and get to work.
This is gonna be good, Evie. You just wait. Ride of your life.
More ways than one. Okay, where do we start?
Start? I got things started as soon as this all went down.
Huh?
I'll show you what I got lined up.
Ever the optimist.
To the workshops.
To the workshop, indeed. Oh, okay, that's... I mean, once you know about their backstory too, it's... Oh, okay, so that's where their story stops. So, rewinded it wise. Okay, we know how Clive and Evie story goes, which was so fascinating. It was just dripping with great environmental storytelling, but personal storytelling as well. Alright, back to it. Now, let's see what's going on with Doc and the botanist.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew,
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, are you okay?
Evie! Hey!
Nope, I'm
Evie.
not.
Hey,
Oh,
Okay.
what? I can't. Hold on. I can't go in?
Just give you something.
You okay?
Evie! Hey!
Nope.
Hold on. It looks like a.
Nope, I'm not. Nope, I'm not.
Hey!
Nope.
It looks like 0, 0,
Nope.
2, 8, 1. Okay. 0, 0, 2, 8, 1. I think that's what I was saying in terms of the call. I really do like this whole kind of movie, like rewind, go fast forward. And it's unlocked. Alright, going in.
I'm not.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I can't do it.
What?
I can't. This is all crazy.
But you said you...
I know. Okay, I know what I said. But what was I supposed to say? You all pressured me.
Andrew.
They really expect us to climb into some jury-rigged thing and ride it through space? Just
Yeah.
because VT might not come pick us up. It's insane. And first we all have to get in cryo just for the privilege... Well, some of us do.
Andrew, I don't know what to say. Bert and Nat need us. They need you.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting in cryo. I'm gonna be the same one here. No, nobody even considered that VT might come pick us up in time if we just wait. Nobody even considered it.
Or they cut up.
Just don't talk to anybody else about this for now, okay? And if I were to call the crew into medical, you'd show up, right?
I guess it depends what it is.
Okay. Just give me a little time.
Hey, Odin.
Yes, Andrew?
What should I do?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
Clearly.
I understand.
Do you?
I believe that I do.
Can you tell me the average time it's taken VT to send an evac crew to investigate situations like this?
The average time between a remote facility losing ground contact and an investigative crew arriving on site is 98.4 hours.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
Please try not to be worried, Andrew.
That's easy for you to say. You don't have lungs.
That's true.
So, what do you think we should do?
Standard operating procedure requires all crew to engage cryogenic hibernation until help arrives.
Yeah, you know people die in cryo, right?
I know. Sometimes.
If if we don't make it out of this, can you deliver a message to my family?
I will do everything in my power.
Okay.
I was gonna say, at least he's not like HAL 3000 or GLaDOS, who would just say, "No, you will die, you monster." I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Yep. At least he's a nice one. Or, I guess, observation. I guess you could consider him not exactly the nicest guy, you know, since he's evading Earth. But hey, that's a spoiler. Anyway.
I'll send you something later, alright?
Of course.
Alright, let's see what's in your files, botanist guy. Restoring. Failed. Just checking in about your renewal. This is from Mark. Alright. Andrew, I'm not talking about who's paying the bills. I'm talking about Nicholas. Wait, right. I think Andrew was homosexual and he had a husband. Right. I think so, if I remember right. Okay, redacted. See you. Okay, see you. I haven't seen you every 4 months. Every 4 months. And that's not even taking my feelings into account, which I'll just set aside for now. You might not think he's showing it, but Nicholas really wishes you were here. Listen, if you if you back out of your contract renewal, we'll figure out a way to make it work. You know my parents did well in the currency crash. Wait, is he talking about the 2008 currency? Or is he talking about something else? I mean, this is the future. My dad always say, redacted, I just want you home. This is from Andrew. Just chill out? I don't know. Relying on your parents' charity is your solution? I'm building equity up here. My loyalty will pay for Nicola's school. And if I back out of this contract, we'll lose all of that. And I'm not, redacted, don't appreciate this emotional sabotage when you know, redacted, really getting hard not to feel unappreciated. Listen, I'm sorry, I just, connection lost, message unsent, attempting to resend. Okay, so I'm sensing marital problems with Andrew and his husband. That's kinda sad. Okay, so what's Evie saying? So I guess we should try carry on as normal? We don't have much time, we need to make a contingency plan, that's a fact. But VT's supposed to come pick us up, right? Within 24 hours? Listen, just increase our oxygen supply in the short term if worse came to worse. Which we know, hearing from Evie's backstory when she was talking to Clive, they know they're screwed, but she's being realistic about it, which I very much appreciate. It's so human. Everyone is so human and well realized. No one is a weak link in this. There's really no way of getting a signal out. There must be something you haven't tried yet. No, Andrew, all comms are routed through a secure VT laser array, and it's been destroyed, and the redundancies were destroyed. Stop messaging me. Wow, she put that all caps, so she's not happy about that. I don't think she's happy about the situation, too. Yeah, I mean, Andrew, I get why he's stressing out and why he's kind of acting like this, because, you know, he has a family. His husband and his son is basically, he wants to see his family, and the possibility of dying puts a lot of priorities in that. Well, anyway.
Well, looks like this'll work. Give us a few extra hours anyway. Thanks, Odin.
Take an advice from a robot. You know that.
Hello? Okay, Evie, Hello? Guess I'll catch up with y'all later then.
Alright, now the doctor. And let's get to her. I think she was over here. Let's go back. You know, after playing a very interesting game, a very, I guess, optical game, pretty much, superliminal, now we go into a sci-fi game with excellent storytelling. Oh wait, that's the botany office, so let's find the medical office. Nope, that's the exit. That's the personal quarters? No, not there. Yeah, it's really refreshing when the ensemble across the board are all fantastic. There's always like a one link in terms of like just acting in general, that one actor or actress who just can't pull their weight on their pretty much co-stars. But once in a while, you'll find any form of media where basically the cast just have that kind of synergy and they're all fantastic. No one's disappointing. And I very much appreciate that. This is one of them. Okay, and then this is when she left.
Just give me a little time.
Oh, she's broken.
Odin, I'm freaking out.
Oh
I'm
no.
freaking out.
Close your eyes.
I did already.
A light wind rustles the green tall grass. Your skirt billows gently.
Oh my gosh, she's having a panic attack.
Warm sun caresses your back.
Yes.
You begin walking forward. The grass is cool. Your feet parted with each step.
Hold the phone. You know it's bad when you're basically getting kind of therapy lessons, or I guess anxiety kind of like coping mechanisms. You know it's bad. Their situation's bad if you're getting coping mechanisms from an AI. You know, a fictional AI. That's bad. That is bad. It's just like this is too realistic in terms of their emotion. I'm actually very. Oh, and this is the therapy. It calms her because she has a lot of anxiety. I don't think she was expecting her space. I don't think she was expecting to go into cryogenics or cryospace. Why am I saying cryospace? Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it's called. Or cryogenics? Well, it's cryogenics for cryospace. Anyway, doesn't matter. But you know it's bad that she has to look at a photo and Odin has to kind of like give her phrases and like not trigger words, coping words to help her through that. She's freaking out. She realized they're in an impossible situation. I'm surprised this did. I get why this did not sell as well as basically as Gone Home, but man, this is actually great. I'm actually generally surprised. I gotta save and quit. I hate leaving it like this, but I gotta save and quit. I enjoyed it. For the 56 minutes I did this, I enjoyed every single moment of it. Yes, there was some stuff I was already doing, but I do not mind my data downloading because we had some pretty fantastic acting across the board. It wasn't just one person. It's across the board. Everyone gives A-list performances from a cast of unknowns, and that's an achievement in itself. It's kind of sad of what happened behind the scenes with Steve and his crew. It's sad of what Steve, if he actually did it, because there's always two sides to a story, but I'm not denying what Open Road's team is saying. I think there's some truth to that. And we don't know if Steve was how bad he was. He could have been bad. But there's always two sides to a story. But I'm not doubting Open Road's team when they started their own project that Steve wasn't not the nicest person. I think there actually could be some truth in that. But like I said, there's two sides of the story. I'm just glad that if that was true, if it is, and if it was actually true, and it seems like it, just because they started all of that, I'm glad they're doing their own thing. So you gotta appreciate it. But man, you gotta admit, what they gave us for the two games at Fulbright, when most of the staff left besides Steve, we had Go, Gone Home, and Tacoma. Those are solid games. Gone Home is pretty much their masterpiece, but Tacoma is nothing to be slouched about. I'm just saying. I'm giving credit to where it's due. It wasn't just pretty much one person. It was the entire team. You could tell this team took the time to really look up human psychology at its finest. Well, anyway, of course you can leave that like, comment, or subscribe. Let's move on to next T as in T section. What a strong start.